What's up, MP? Feeling you, MP.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yeah.
All right? Bring it in. Win on 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go. There he is.
HAJI's's GAMES. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word HAJI's's along with your issue and your seat location.
Hi folks, glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, pounding defense, some fast-paced action end-to-end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Tyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the 3. Pass to G. Now Halliburton to the inside. Here's G from 10 feet away. Okongwu with the rebound. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Greg.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
Every single inch of his range on that one.
Pass to Matherin. Here's G for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And here's Young. He's averaging almost 35 a game, a crucial player for them.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Nimhard, good.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. The 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in.
Number 3, Karis LeVert.
Young against Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Young misses.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, well G in their last game against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He picked up 29 points and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. That's the danger of letting him get into a groove. We'll see if it carries over into tonight, Brian.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Indiana making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
5 to shoot. Here's LeVert. And Atlanta misses again.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to G. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Atlanta. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season. Young against Halliburton. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. Taking a look at Atlanta, they've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
When I look at Indiana, they're doing more than what people expected. And that's because they're getting solid contributions from some unlikely sources.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to G. It's good. G's got 10 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Risache, he's checked in for Bufkin. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential. What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
That is no small achievement, even early on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
Here's Risache. Atlanta gets it back. Capella. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
So much reliance for this team on Capella and his grittiness to do the little things on the inside. They love that work ethic.
One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Hawks trail by 11. 30 seconds left in the first. Outside man. Pass to Rizache. From the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Gets the 3 ball to go. G's got 13.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Indiana, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their 3-point shooting. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Pacers here, they've really been putting on a show.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. They've got Karis LeVert, Clint Capella out there with George Niang. Then it's Rizache, and it's Man in at the small forward position. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay it on the line.
Yeah, some teams didn't make any changes during group play, but that mentality can change in a heartbeat when you know this could be the end of the road if you drop the game tonight.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade.
Getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Niang. Daniels is checked in for Man. And it's Trae Young in for LeVert. Outside Mathurin. Pass to G. 5 on the clock. Turner with it. Guarded by Okongwu. Takes the 3. G's shot is good. G's got 16 points now.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8 points now.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
McConnell outside. Pass to Turner. To the paint. Here's G. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. G's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
A defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
There's Nesmith with a 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And another important topic in. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Pascal Siakam out there with Benedict Mathurin, and it's G in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. On the wing, Mathurin. Pass to G. A deep 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. That's a testament to the effort there on the boards, never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And it's all from three-point range. Hawks trail by 20. Here's Risacher. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. Johnson with it to the middle. Okongwu inside. Off with the layup.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Siakam. Atlanta with a rebound. Risacher's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Nembhard, the pass to G. And the layup is good off the glass. G's got 20.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Johnson. There's the 3. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. And count that! 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line. That's going to send Tyrese Halliburton to the line. That one on Young. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Toppin. Minute 32 left to play in the 4th. Right side, Neesmith. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
On the court for the Hawks, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Capella in at the 5, down low.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for G.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals.
Great win tonight, MP.
That's it.
You got it. Come on, man. We're here. We're here. We're here. Let's go!
Going.
Y'all ready to lose? Yeah, I think someone moved. Come on, MP.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
The National Basketball Association and the Indiana Pacers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. Therefore, ask you to refrain any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Pacers faithful, we still have tickets to upcoming home games. All you have to do is swing in one of our ticket booths or go to our website, and we will get you taken care of. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "Pacers."
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you. And thinking back to last year's East semifinals, it was the first ever semi in NBA Cup history.
Indiana downing Milwaukee 128-119 in Las Vegas. And Tyrese Halliburton went off. Had 15 assists in that one, and it was kind of a coming out party for the young Pacers team.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum and Horford man the post position. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the 3. Neesmith can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Shireman. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Tatum wide open, he fires one. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday, the pass to Hauser. Puts up a 3. G with the rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wants to get it to Neesmith, and does. Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Tatum, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Al Horford with the rebound.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Tatum passes to Horford. The shot from the low post is good. Horford's got his second bucket.
Yeah, Horford has gotten more selective with his shooting, but he's still very efficient inside.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. G, in their last game against Atlanta, had a huge game. He added 29 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. It was a complete game from him in every sense of the word. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
And that one's good by G.
It doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. And it's off from 3-point range. That's counting for Indiana. They won that game against the Atlanta Hawks. Halliburton with it. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's G. Horford with the rebound. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And here's Tatum for 3. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
To the wing right side, G, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. G's got 15 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to the 2024 NBA Cup semifinals. We're so glad you could join us. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They're going with Mathurin and Neesmith on the wings. G is out there with Miles Turner, and it's McConnell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Celtics making a switch here. Davison's checked in. The Celtics working the ball around now. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Indiana leading by 5. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And he makes that one.
And even though it wasn't a great screen, he found a way to create some space.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Celtics shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
No good on the free throw. And it's win or go home here, and this is what you love about the Cup, right, guys? The semifinals of the Cup are so enthralling. It's the closest thing we have to the college basketball tournament.
Yeah, everything is on the line in this one moment. That creates a lot of excitement, a lot of drama, and that's what the league was trying to achieve with this event.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And that one's good by G.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pritchard passes to Walsh. Now, here's Craig. Defense right on him. Boston again missing. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. G, no good. Celtics trail by 11. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the paint. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Takes the 3. Here's Craig. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pacers leading by 11. Neesmith with the ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to G. For the three. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Indiana making some changes. Siakam is checked in. Looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking down who's hot and who's not on our midseason power rankings.
Checking out Boston. They've moved up to the 4th spot. Check that out. But if you were talking about medals, they're below gold.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Pacers.
You know, this is like the most exciting basketball going on right now. At this point in the season, it's already got the reputation, man, and the cachet where you don't want to lose this game, especially when you're already in the semifinals. Next game, that's for all the marbles.
I'm not playing for marbles, Kenny, come on. But if I'm out there right now in the second half, it's all about defense. If either team is going to punch their ticket to the finals, they better get hungry, especially on.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Hart.
And halftime is come and gone, and the second half of the NBA Cup semifinal is here. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Tatum and Horford man the post position. Then it's Holiday, and it's Shireman in at the 2. The 3 from Tatum. The Pacers pull it in. G's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Celtics trail by 15. To the inside. The shot by Holiday, no good.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And another miss by Boston.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's G. Knocks down the 3-ball. G's got 28 points for the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Miles Turner is checked in for Indiana.
Number 33, Miles Turner.
For Boston, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Here's Hauser. Neesmith covering. Tatum looking around. Trying to end the drought. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Inside. Here's G, guarded by Tatum. G, no good. And Tatum out top the key. G with the rebound. G's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Neesmith, the pass to G. Good on the bucket. 32 points for G.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Horford against Turner. Pass to Sharman. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. G's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here's Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. G, no good. Boston has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 13 points in the game.
I know it's a long 3, but for guys like Tatum, that's just a normal shot.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
50 seconds left in the third. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Halliburton passes to G. Fires the 3. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got 9.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Pass to Sharman. Here's Hauser. Shot from the top of the key. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
On the wing, Turner. Here's G. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just one game. Winner.
Good game, MP. Way to bring the effort tonight.